Hi, my name is Precious, and one of my bachelor's of science is in psychology. Today, we're actually going to dive into a very powerful topic, which is trauma and healing. Whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological, trauma can have a profound impact on not only our brain, but also our body as well. But here's the good news. Healing is hard, however, it is very much possible. Trauma is essentially a response to an event or a series of events that overwhelms your ability for you to naturally cope. It can have lasting imprints on your brain, your body, your emotions. Understanding the science behind trauma and recovery can actually empower you to take a step towards resilience and healing. So, how exactly does our brain and our body respond to trauma, and how can we recover from trauma? So, I'm gonna actually break those down for you guys today. So, how does the brain initially respond to trauma? Trauma activates the brain's stress response system, which is specifically our amygdala. This processes strong emotions like fear and anger, and also even danger. This triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This prepares your body for a fight, flight, freeze response. Although this system is critical for survival, because if there's danger that is approaching you, you want to either fight or flee or fight that danger. However, prolonged, when the system is turned on for a prolonged time, it is extremely dangerous for your brain. This leads to an overactive stress system. This impairs your memory, your emotional regulation, as well as your decision-making skills. The hippocampus, which is also responsible for memory, can also be affected by this. Under chronic stress, your hippocampus can actually shrink, making it harder to process new memory. Also, it makes it harder for your brain to distinguish between the past and present threats. This can explain why individuals with PTSD may feel like they're still experiencing that trauma that occurred in the past. It's so important for us to understand these effects, because when we address it early on, we can stop those damage that it has on our brain long term. Now, let's talk about the body's role in trauma recovery. Trauma isn't just stored in our brain, but it's also held in our body. This is also referred to as somatic memory. You might notice physical symptoms long after that traumatic experience has occurred. Things like muscle tension, chronic pain, or even fatigue. This occurs because your body's autonomic nervous system, which controls your fight, your flight response, can get stuck in the heightened state of arousal. This is why physical exercise is so important, because it resets the nervous system and allows you to release those tensions. Here's some hopeful news. Your brain can actually adapt and recover through a process called neuroplasticity. Your brain can form new neural pathways and connections in your brain even after that trauma has occurred. So activities like therapy, mindfulness, and also learning new skills can help retrain the brain and create healthier patterns. Remember, healing from trauma is not linear at all. It takes time, and setbacks are normal. It is all part of the process. It's so important for you to celebrate even the smallest victory. If it's you getting through a tough day, or even you seeking or finding the courage for you to ask for help when you need it. It's so important for you to approach recovery with patience and compassion for yourself. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength and not a sign of weakness. That is all for this video. Let me know if you'd like me to elaborate more on this video, and let me know if there's any more topics you'd like me to further discuss on. That is all for now. Bye, guys.